Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much to Ocean, Netta, and anyone else who might be tuning in today. Oh, we're back at it again with some more Death Stranding 2. Last time, we saved a kangaroo from fire. We met a girl who can control the rain and had the most gay chemistry with Fragile that I think we've seen yet. So that was pretty good. Um, yeah, so now we can rescue animals. And as we continue to link up Australia, so that'll be fun. Maybe we'll see lots more animal friends. Hello, Mal. Good to see you. All right, let's. I think without much further ado, let's just get her done. Just adjust my microphone. I wonder how long it's gonna take them to actually explain how Rainy's powers work. Cause I can't figure it out. I have no idea.
We can't thank you enough. Safe travel. Gotcha.
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, also we picked up the car cannon. Also, forgot that we're listening to Kaiju. So.
Done and dusted.
Oh, that's so weird. I have lower max volume than my headphone. Aw. So the tar cannon. So remember the PS5 has haptic triggers, and I don't normally play on a PS5, so I don't usually like get to use them. But this one's really weird because for the tar cannon specifically, there's a little bit of travel with where the trigger where there's like no resistance, and then about halfway through, it's just suddenly like a lot of resistance, and once you push through that, it's it just goes. So it's like a dual stage trigger. It's weird. I don't think like our handgun has that kind of. Oh no, it does have an edge of breakup. I just never noticed. Yeah, so it is a two-stage trigger. If I said dual action, I apologize. It's a two-stage trigger. Anyway, that's how the tar cannon works. I'm keeping one around because I get the feeling we're gonna have to make use of it, but in this area, but we'll find out, I guess.
When she's outside, Rainy's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5-meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
Sam, it's Charlie. You'll be happy to hear that a request has come in which will take you to your next destination. Unfortunately, no nearby facilities have the capacity to prepare the cargo. So it's going to be a long-distance delivery from West Fort Knott instead. Moreover, this request requires you to transport a large quantity of cargo. Careful consideration will need to be given to your route and your means of traversing it. You'll also need to think about what equipment you might need. Only then should you commit to a plan of action. Access the delivery terminal at West Fort Knott to pick up this main order. Oh, and the DHB Magellan can take you there, if need be. Just open your ring terminal and select chart course to request transport.
Sounds an awful lot like, hey, dumbass, it's truck time. Get to it.
That's it. Everything's okay.
As usual, Drawbridge can't help but run its people ragged. Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say?
I do not want to take grooming advice from a fucking doll.
I was looking into the conditions that led to the bushfire we escaped. It seemed to have been caused by a phenomenon known as chiral cinders. Unlike other items washed up by the currents, cinders violently erupt from the tar and soar through the sky before crashing to the ground. This phenomenon has been observed across the continent and has led to an increase in bushfires. It's one more potential threat to keep an eye out for.
But the fucking ornament is right. It's been like a day or so since we had a shower. Do it. Probably smell like smoke. Yeah, exactly, Ocean. If I'm sitting in the shower, there's no way I can limit a shower to 5 minutes. Grassroots activities. I've made it rain at a few facilities I've visited with Drawbridge, and we've already started to see results. Now I want to bring the rain to a lot more places. Even a little bit helps. Here's to bringing nature back to life. Great work, Rainy. I'll keep praying for Drawbridge's continued success. Amazing. The animals look pretty happy to hear this, too. Hello, Errol. You missed right the explanation on Rainy's powers. Like Netta said, she literally has like a stand ability for some reason, and she causes timefall wherever she goes, but if you're in 1.5 meters from her, she gives special rain that reverses the flow of time. Kangaroo's feeling better. Here's the kangaroo Sam rescued. Isn't she doing well? We're still running tests on her, but the early signs are good. We can never thank Sam and Drawbridge enough. Happy animals for the win. That's great to hear. We could learn a lot from kangaroos. After all, they only move forward, never back. I don't think that that's true in the slightest, but okay. Roo's an Australian icon. I'm glad someone's putting up the hard yards to make sure they're taken care of. Thanks, Drawbridge. If I'm sitting in the shower, I'm having at least 20-minute breakdown. There, exactly. The monorail's back in business. My dreams come true. We can use the monorail to transport huge quantities of cargo and materials, even vehicles. This is just the first step, though. If we keep restoring this continent's transport network, people and goods will soon be zipping around just like just like they used to. Nice, okay. To restore the monorail track, just contribute the necessary materials to the track layers. You'll find these attached to the monorail pillars. Once you've restored a section of track, you can use it as a zip line to zoom from one track layer to another. Zipping around is a good way to transport the materials to track layers down the line. It's also a good idea. It's a good way of getting around when you're making regular deliveries too, so be sure to try it out. The monorail can be used to transport raw materials from the mine, right? That's going to make restoring the road a whole lot easier. Nice. It's almost like the Stranding never happened. That port has given this continent a new lease on life. Well done. I don't think we have any new... Oh, no, we don't. Fuck. The tar cannon is not a weapon. I don't think we have any new training either. Nope. But there's evil within, too. Holy shit, Dolman. Shut the fuck up. Like, the camera ability is cool and fun, but I just really don't need Dolman to just be like, oh, gee, that sure sounded like a child. Thanks, Dolman. I couldn't possibly figure that one out by myself. My god, just... Ugh. A new savior has arrived, Yamato Transport. Japan's globally renowned delivery company, Yamato Transport, has expanded to Australia. Their logo features a black cat gently carrying her kitten in her mouth, and containers bearing this logo will be transported on the monorail network. If you spot one during the course of your deliveries, make sure to stop and take a photo. The Yamato Transport cat sign is now available for use. Yamato Transport is going to reconnect the whole world by bringing people together through the making of deliveries. Is that an actual transport company? Because that would definitely be one of the weirder collabs that Death Stranding's done, but I guess it would make sense. Oh. There's someone in my house. It seems an order's been issued to deliver cargo from the animal shelter to my place. What's odd is that the order came from my shelter, but there shouldn't be anyone there right now. Unless someone's broken in. I've got a bad feeling about this. If it's not too much trouble, could you head to the animal shelter and see if you can find out what's going on? Yeah, sure. Japan's largest door-to-door delivery service.
Hey, Sam, why don't you let the DHV Magellan take you to your next destination? Return to the
Shut up! Shut up! Shut
chart the course once
up!
you're safely aboard. You'll arrive in no time at all. Then again, if you walk there, it would give you the opportunity to pick up other orders.
I can't throw him while he's talking. Oh, this sucks.
The animal shelter provides care for vulnerable creatures. Should you encounter such a specimen.
There we go. Deliver top-grade bird feed. Deliver bird feed to rainy shelter. The focus of this delivery is the condition of the cargo. Deliver it in the best condition possible.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route found.
Order accepted.
Reminds me of the gun from High on Life.
Yeah, sure thing.
A little bit, just that kind of, like, constantly remarking on what you're doing. And it's just like, please shut up. Oh, Waddles analyze it.
Weapons detected. Be advised that user inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal. Hi there. Thanks for coming. Just bringing up the order information. Where'd you find this? Don't think any of us thought we'd ever track it down.
Now displaying your current
Extends the window during likes can be given and received. BP.
Thanks for all that. You take care now.
But that's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
Order completed. Well done.
The one thing I don't remember is Dahlman voiced by the actors like the actor's likeness, or is it voiced by someone else? Like how Guillermo del Toro is a face scan, or like so how Deadman is a face scan of Guillermo del Toro, but in actuality is voiced by someone else. Likenesses in VA are different. Okay.
Feels good.
Whoops. Gotta be a bit more careful. Faith Atkin is likeness and Jonathan Rooney is the voice. Okay. Someone left the truck girl there. What the fuck?
Okay.
Huh. The dolphins must have been what we're, like, planning through the sky, then.
Hey, mine's
That is a very funny thing for Sam to say while he's driving a bike past them. Alright, let's go drop off some cargo. I don't think any of this is due for here. I guess I should have lifted the other stuff. No, I don't want to. I just want to put this in here. Oops, no, locker. How many ladders am I carrying around entirely? Nothing. Nothing for, nothing for any shelter. I don't think there usually would be. Oh, nutrient-rich pellets. Yum, yum, yum. There you go. Now I'm sad I fucked it up.
Order complete.
New entry added to the corpus. Rainbow lorikeet. After Rainey joined her drawbridge colleagues on board the DHV Magellan, a rainbow lorikeet was put in charge of her shelter. Rainbow lorikeets were a common sight in pre-Stranding Australia, but almost went extinct due to the dramatic changes to their environment. Now, thanks to the effort of Rainey and everyone at Rainbow Valley, their population is recovering. Sam, thank you for carrying all that cargo, Sam. Squawk! Sam, I love you, Sam. Can we say hello to them? No.
Feels good.
My birds are geniuses. It's my birds who've been issuing orders from my shelter. Turns out they can do so much more than imitate people's voices. They can operate delivery terminals too. Amazing, huh? Appas is taking care of the deliveries, so they're not causing anyone any trouble either. Can you pay them a visit? I'm sure they'd love to see you. This is incredible. I think we might be looking at a highly evolved subspecies here, rather than particularly smart individual specimens. I'd love to take a closer look sometime. Sam, I want to see you again, Sam. Sam, I'm waiting for your delivery. Sam, Sam, I love you, Sam. Can I come see them? No. Damn. Just Rainbow Lorikeet right there. Alright, let's get back on board the Magellan. How do I summon the Magellan? Oh. Okay, there was one problem with that. I do actually have to get the Magellan to show up here first. And then drive on board, and then I can... I'll turn on the music once we get, get moving on our, once we accept the next order. That's what I'll try to get back on. The birds don't want me in because I'll eat some of their bird seed. Which, fair enough. No, wait. If we're gonna be riding to the, actually, we're, like, right here. But, I don't care. Oops, not that. Offload.
Let's get a move on.
Yeah! Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up!
I will always support you. Safe travels will remember to withstand the heat.
Alright. Deliver all aid packages to the Northern Environmental Observatory. Your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Local conditions have deteriorated rapidly, and the facility is running low on many resources, impairing its monitoring activities. Deliver all the aid packages to the observatory in order to allow it to continue its work.
Sam, it's Charlie. I'm pleased to inform you that you can now use the map on your ring terminal to check the weather forecast. We utilize information provided by Rainey, as well as local historical data, to make predictions. Take them into consideration when plotting your routes.
There we go. Now we can see where things of time fall. Okay, and we are going to be driving right through some terrorists, so be aware of that. All right.
Commencing route creation.
Is this? Oh wait, yeah, no, I see it. I see it. That'll get us most of the way there. Okay. Yeah, it's truck girl time in the city. Oops, not the color. Kinda like that. Kinda like that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, with the white stripey. There we go. Oh, we've got some more APAS enhancements. Emergency vehicle charger would be nice. Sharing boost, extended light window, aim assistant, battery efficiency. Battery efficiency boost is probably the one I want. Let's do it!
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully. Order accepted. Thank you. Safety first. Please proceed.
Looks like there's going to be a huge gate break. Wonderful. I am realizing, since we're at the DHV Magellan, where's the auto paver? There it is. maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to load up on some road materials too. What is it? Just metals and ceramics? Okay. Well, let's grab materials from here, because this should have like a decent amount of materials for us.
Sam, Tarman here. A short while ago, the tar currents became incredibly unstable. It's gotten so bad that the DHV Magellan can't travel safely. We're still looking into what might have caused this, and we'll be in touch the second we know more.
Okay. Well, they don't have a lot, but I'll claim one of each. I don't think we have anything else in our private locker. No. I'm just realizing too that Apex trucks don't have the roll cage that the Bandit trucks do, making this all the more confusing. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Just unload all of these, put them in the rotor. Oh, you know what? You're probably very right. It's probably meant to resemble a stagecoach. That actually makes a lot of sense. Still looks terrible though, but you know, at least like aesthetics-wise, now I understand why it would look like that. I think you're right on that. Like it's meant to resemble like a stagecoach, like an Old West stagecoach kind of thing. Hydrate and stretch reminder. I just ran myself right out of tea, so I'm going to stretch my legs and grab some tea, and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. Let's get the music going. Welcome back, Ocean. I just got back myself. We got the music going. New roads. I think there's another paver like here. But we'll worry about that one later. We have a monorail to be able to get to it if we need to. Let's keep worrying about building roads for more challenging destinations. Where's the next auto paver? There isn't one? Does the road really just end here? Might be one.
Good evening, Sam.
Oh, you have to cross over. Do it right here.
Hello! Hey!
I should be doing orders, but I don't think there was one to take it directly from. There wasn't one to grab it directly from that shelter there. Whatever, I can't... Not everything has to be about maximal efficiency all the time. That's what I say to myself. I forgot to grab the cargo I had marked for delivery. God damn it. Oh. Another gateway. Ooh, boy.
Gatequake detected. Intensity. G-scale. 6.
Gotta stretch my legs.
That's not what I meant to do. Whatever. telling me about wild. 200 medals back there. I'll take that.
Right. Got a little cargo on the shelf in the back.
Yes, Sam. I know how trucks work. Shut up.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Good evening, Sam. Access the hey, Sam. Process your orders and requests.
Giving up.
Evening to you. We appreciate you working at this late hour. Just checking the order details now. I still struggle to believe you've done so much for us. How do you do it? We have some data that we think you might like. Give it a
Ooh.
look.
Stealth hologrenade. So I can use it to just produce, like, holograms to hide in. That's cool.
We're upping the amount of materials you can take from our stores.
We are a master carrier.
This data we've shared with you is the schematic for a hologrenade you can use to conceal your presence. Just toss it somewhere you want to hide, then activate it to generate a hologram that'll fool just about anyone. You can shelter behind, or even inside this hologram if you like. Of course, it won't work if the enemy sees you while you're attempting to hide, but if you use these grenades wisely, you can remain undetected for ages. If you like the sound of that, enjoy.
Nice. Not a master handler, no.
Well done.
Fortunately not. Hi, Nick. Oh, Netta, thank you so much for the gift sub. I hope Corey enjoys it. Golden slime. Wah! Thank you very much for subbing, Nick. Thank you. Aw, the kangaroo deserves fluffy pajamas. Nope. Slow down. Amazing emotes. Thank you. I commissioned Ocean to draw some, and the rest are ones that I've just gotten my friend. Oh, there's more roads. There's me roads. There's me roads. Oh, I love me roads. Only 9 tangos? That doesn't seem right. Big group. But we are in a perfect position to do a little bit of sniping. Shut up,
warning,
Dolman.
Sam. That sniper rifle doesn't appear to be equipped with a suppressor, meaning it will make considerable noise when fired. Take care not to attract the enemy's attention. Be careful, Sam. Those shells contain tranquilizing gas.
They got a mortar? Of trank grenade launcher. Jumped off it though. I will say sniping in this game is pretty fun. Thank you very much for your support, everyone. Oh, I've been made. Come to motor! Honestly, this is really fucking funny. The bullet gun is just that fucking silent. That's not the mortar. Okay, where's the guy that woke up? Oh, there you are. Enemy base neutralized. That's what I like to see. Alright, everyone. Let's get to plundering. Also, the controller still makes sounds occasionally, and it makes a sound whenever I activate the boost mode on the skeleton. It goes whoop. I don't know if that gets picked up on the microphone or not, but it sounds very funny, honestly. Oh, there's the trank grenade launcher.
Okay.
Well, see if I can make it here. It goes like, whoop. I think it's when I deactivate the boost, actually.
Steady.
Too close for comfort.
Shut up, doll man. Why did I take 2 electric rods with me? Oh, custom electric custom electric wads were heavier. I didn't know that. Not by like a significant margin, but there is a reason to steal them from the bandits.
Shit.
Is this machine gun lethal? I guess I don't really have a way to test this that doesn't just involve me, like, killing somebody and suffering the consequences for it, but, I wonder if there's a way to tell. Yeah, like usually, I think if I remember correctly in the first game, the rubber bullet grenade launchers were marked as excuse me, as they were painted blue, which helped, but I don't know. Cool. Very handy. Okay, let's move on up. Loot more stuff. Well, they're still carrying around rubber bullet guns, so
Stretching my legs.
maybe it is? I don't particularly want to test it, because I don't really want to have to deal with the whole, like, having to grab the body and bring it back to a large disposal center and like actually get take care of them. So I'm not gonna do that. Let's try out a hologrenade though. I'm kind of curious. Oh. Oh. Thanks.
Let's get a move on.
Delicious ceramics for my road. Fluffy animal plushie. Oh, a delightfully soft toy platypus. Hugging a fluffy creature has been proven to calm people of all ages. So true. Oh, fucked up. We're out of space. Ooh, that's a nice juicy pair of hands. Yum yum. 92 centigrams. It's very nice. Alright, I think that's everything. Actually, it's not. But what we'll do is we'll head out to the road paver and then come back from that postal box. Because I am absolutely at capacity right now. No! No! my legacy. Alright, I have a plan. I have a plan. Alright. Oh, thank God I don't have to do this automatically anymore. Floating carriers are truly the greatest invention of all time. They do take chiral crystals to operate, but they really don't take that much for how much of a benefit they give you. Like, it functionally, I think, like, triples the amount of cargo I can carry. Not to mention, like, if I had more cargo, I could carry it on my back, too. And yeah, I could also use one of them as a skateboard. Which doesn't usually end well for me, but it is something I could do. I'm not going to donate all of those. Donate maybe a little less. Seeing as I'm hoping that once I connect this to the network, we'll get more, we'll get more, we'll get other people contributing their share, so it won't be as bad. And, look at this, I can ride it all the way back. I need to remember not to just pull the, smash the button, just hold it down. Because I think that's, I think that gets me to a better top speed than mashing it. There's still 200 medals there, yep. So well for backwards that it does. You're so right, Mel. You were ahead of the curve. Alright, let's go pop open that last postal box and get out of here. Sure, we'll just go about. Bit of anxiety watching me? No. Alright, now it's time to figure out our next route. Okay. Well, yeah, we're completely dark. Let's go there, 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 to there. Looks good. We've got lots of charge. So if we have to wait a little bit of river, it's not a huge deal. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
There's the observatory. Oh, that's a pair of hands. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Okay, just a bit further now.
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Access the delivery.
There you go.
Wait, are you Sam? Then does that mean you carried this hefty delivery all the way from West Fort Knott? Way to make an entrance. We welcome you with open arms. Now let's get this cargo of yours processed.
Hell yeah.
Whoa, this cargo looks great. Thanks so much for taking care of it.
Woods.
Where did you dig up this cargo? I can't believe it. What a gift. I hope you'll continue to support us in the days ahead. All right. Can you connect your Cupid to our facility?
Nice. Quarter suit squares. We are Square.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
And now we're finally connected to the chiral network. This should make our job so much easier. And to make your job easier, I've gone ahead and shared data for a suit I think you'll love. Oh, right. I also wanted to give you this as thanks.
Oh, what? Blood Boomerang, a thrown weapon loaded with Sam's blood that is especially effective against BTs. The more blood that is loaded, the greater the damage inflicted, but don't overdo it. The Blood Boomerang cannot be thrown if Sam's blood levels are too low. Hits to the head do additional damage, can be stowed in a dedicated holster, suited for covert operation. Wow, okay. Didn't see that one coming. And, yes, Mel, I don't know. I wonder why they went to the woods to discuss it, but I guess that's where the coven meets, in the woods.
Introducing the Blood Boomerang. Throw it properly and it'll come right back to your hand. It's a reusable weapon in that regard. Folds up nicely too, so it's quite easy to carry. You'll find it's especially effective against BTs, so give it a try against the next one you meet. With the aid of your network, we should also be able to develop stronger measures to defend against belligerents, which we need since the brigands out west have rapidly improved their arsenal in recent days. Honestly, you couldn't have gotten here at a better time. Thanks be to you, we'll finally be able to focus on our research. As the chiral network has expanded, we're seeing more and more anomalies outside of the bounds of its coverage. This has led the brigands to conclude that the network itself is responsible for the worsening state of the world, which is why they're opposed to its expansion. But it's not like we can sit back and do nothing. If we don't try to improve things, humanity's doomed to go extinct. After I moved to Australia, the locals learned me all the ins and outs of the boomerang. I then designed a new type that's effective against BTs as well. You infuse it with Doom's blood before throwing it. The bigger the charge, the greater the potency. Naturally, most people would have to rely on blood bags sourced from donors, but since you have Doom's, you can also use your own blood on the spot. Unlike traditional firearms, it hardly makes noise. If your enemies don't actually see you throw it, they'll have a hard time finding you. That said, don't expect it to do too much damage to humans. Not unless you manage to hit them in just the right spot, at least. One day they started sporting a whole lot more weaponry, including grenade launchers with custom tranquilizing gas rounds. Thing is, the brigands don't have a chiral printer at their base as far as we know. So, where'd they get all the new hardware all of a sudden? Kind of worrying, don't you think? At this observatory, we focus on monitoring the behavior of tar currents. There's a patch of BT territory due north of here, and just beyond it is land that's currently being subsumed by tar. There's no telling when the facility will be lost to the tar as well. So it's important that we contribute to the research and development of countermeasures while we can. Incidents of tar current instability have grown more frequent, but we haven't been able to determine much more than that thus far. Thanks to the chiral network, though, we expect we'll be able to improve our instrument accuracy. We appreciate the help. Best of luck to you, Sam. The tar currents are acting up again. Guess it's back to work for me. Let's both keep on keeping on.
That was excellent work, Sam. Thanks to you, the better part of the Western continent has access to our services. Now it's time for you to head north and continue to expand network coverage. It is imperative that you connect all of Australia, stabilizing the environment and eliminating the remaining anomalies. There will be challenges, of course, but I know you have what it takes to overcome them. I expect more great things from you, in short.
Sam, this is Tom here. We believe that we finally determined determine the location of whatever's thrown the tar currents into chaos. The chiralium levels there are pretty high, though, and BTs are almost certain to be present as well. I hate to ask, but would you mind taking a look for us? It's close to your current position. I've sent you the coordinates. We're counting on you, Sam.
Alright, blood boomerang. If you can approach a gaze without being detected, use the boomerang to cut their umbilical cord. Okay, so it works similar to the knife cut that we got. Good shit. Blood boomerang. And it just lives in a special slot, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, it will inflict non-lethal damage. It applies a special trajectory and will always return to Sam. It can never be lost. Okay, so it sounds like a very handy one. Oh. Yamato transports that logo. It needs a little bit more ceramics, a little bit more kyber crystals. One needs just a little bit more everything. Alright. Well, let's take the opportunity to go do that real quick. No, I don't think he had it. Right. No. Alright, let's go get some roads. Oh, fuck. Where do we have to go to get back to the auto paper? Just... Oh, holy shit, look at the watchtower. Again, who the hell designs a truck where I have to sit out in the elements in this? Who looked at this and was like, yes. A great idea. Oh, that's cool. Oh, fuck. You can request that people, you can do an eliminate enemies request, and if people do it, then you'll have to deal with less of the enemy. That's actually really cool. That's a really cool feature. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's the other autoclaver. Oh, no, that's not. That's a generator.
Okay.
More road. How far did that one go? Not as far as I thought it would, given how much material it costs. Okay, so if we want a road to go all the way around here, we're... Ooh. Ooh. That's gonna cost us. But obviously the main thing to do is to rely heavily on my access to the mines and stuff. And also don't forget to pull stuff from shelters as well.
Good day, Sam.
Head for the anomaly, which is actually not very far away at all. Okay. We do have to cross a river, but there's a bridge right there, actually. Alright. Let's go ahead and get rid of anything that's not going to help us deal with, oh, excuse me, deal with, BTs. Shotgun will absolutely help deal with BTs. Bola gun technically does, but I don't really think it's a good idea. Get another blood bag. Grab another ladder just in case. Yeah, I'm not gonna want the crank sniper rifle. Oh, I'm not gonna need the trank grenade launcher either. Okay. Let's fabricate an AR? Probably, yeah. Another set of blood grenades, yeah. Yeah, let's get ourselves an AR. Nice grenade pouch. Backpack. Alright. Let's go. Hydrate and stretch reminder? Sure thing. Oh wait, let's do our part. I'll hydrate after. Oops. Oops, that's none of these are the right button. Here. Ah.
Nothing in the tank.
Damn. I don't have anything to contribute. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Let's actually take a look at my stats. Level 3 terrain traversal, level 4 carrying capacity, only level 2 endurance. Level 4 KO resistance. How do you build KO resistance, I wonder? Stealth, lung capacity, sniper rifle, shotgun, assault rifle, handgun. Yeah, checks out. Okay. Thanks for letting me keep my stuff. Yeah, I do apologize. I can't really do anything about that. Hopefully it'll be better in the recording, but it's probably once I get to once I upload it to YouTube, it's not gonna be any much better. Not much I can do about it though. Oh, I have to say, burlap sack over fatigues and a zip tie on the wrists. That's some Ethel Canehurst fit right there. All right, let's go.
Where are we? The spirits of the dead are close.
Okay, well, they don't seem to be out for us. Oh, fuck.
Heads up, Sam.
Shut
it's not safe.
up, Dalton.
They're not human. Don't underestimate them.
Dalman? Dalman. I know. I know these guys aren't human because normally humans aren't on fire and have skin over their bony bits. Oh my god. Shut up. Okay. Yeah, so what does tell you if something is lethal? Orange. So if it's orange, it will kill. Ghost Rider was human. Was he? I actually don't know. Netta, can you confirm? Oh, yes. Hoo-wah! Warrior assault rifle. Oh, fuck. An automatic rifle designed to be used at close and mid-range, loaded with live ammunition, fitted with a light and a dot sight. Looks like an ACR. Oh, it's got 6 more bullets. Oh. I'm sorry about the bit rate. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. See what warrior shotgun's like. Oh wow, that's interesting. It's like an MDR, but in a shotgun form. Kinda cool. Don't think I need it though. Why does bitrate? Well, because video is separated into 2 things, which is like color data and motion data. The more motion data per frame, like the more that takes up, and because a bitrate only has a finite amount that you can have on it, the more movement you have, the more splits. That's my understanding of it at least.
Wait, are they trying to lay a trap for us?
Every time. Mm-hmm. Exactly. The only time I've really looked at that is when I looked
We should keep an eye on it and
at how to
proceed
like
with
do
caution.
data moshing.
Let's catch up. There's too many. You can't handle them all by yourself. But maybe you can split them up. Take
I am
them
not
one by
taking
one.
combat advice from a fucking doll.
He's escaped, Sam. Up into that tower. He's too quick. Must have gone up to the roof.
I don't know why, but I thought there was a way to turn off flex mode. I don't think there is. Reflex mode makes this game, like, hilariously easy. Might be like the difficulty setting? Could be. I just remember the ability to turn off reflex mode even at any setting. Assault rifle for the road.
Say Nirvana? Is he implying this is some sort of realm for the enlightened?
You're right.
It's her, isn't it? The girl from before? I have no idea what just happened, but we should probably take her back to the DHV Magellan, huh?
I am very surprised I only took 49% damage in that. I was absolutely just standing out in the open getting shot at, but I just killed them faster than they killed me, I guess.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I was really hoping that Big Boss was gonna give us the bandana, but maybe he still can. Um, just not at that moment. Okay. Uh, I'm going to take a break, and we'll come back and we'll learn more about Mystery Goop Girl. See you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. Let's catch up with our favorite doll.
Are you sure you're all right, Sam? I did notice that you were tossing and turning in your sleep. And I'm still not sure what to make of the girl we found in that other place. Why don't we do as Fragile suggested and visit her in the next room?
Oh my god, dude. Who could have possibly seen that one coming? What a great advice. New suit time. Okie dokie. All cleaned up. Oh, you can see how long a cutscene is, and also just bring up the corpus at any point. That's actually kinda neat. Thank you, Kojima.
The Pequod is the ship in which Ahab pursues Moby Dick on his quest for vengeance. His crew includes Dutchmen, Frenchmen, Spaniards, Portuguese, Icelanders, as well as shipmates from China and India. Countless other people of myriad origins, too. It is arguably symbolic of the multiracial United States. A gathering of souls that transcends ethnic and national divisions, united in pursuit of a singular goal. I can't help but be reminded of Kojima Productions. Wait, judging by your reaction, you've never heard of Kojima Productions? Sam, you can't be serious.
Yes, Mr. Kojima, I did play Metal Gear Solid 5. I did understand what you were getting at. Developer, not publisher. Publisher is Sony.
It's all good.
Aw. I was thinking about this earlier too. We've seen them in a couple other games before. Whoops, sorry. These proximity activated mirrors. And like, I know that the actual, like, reason to have them in a game is to cut down on the amount of, like, rendering you have to do if you're not, like, looking at it. But, like, I'm imagining just how annoying a proximity mirror would be to use in real life. Like, just like how if it doesn't think you're close enough, it won't activate, or like you like back away a little bit too much and it doesn't work anymore. Like, God, what a pain.
Come on. Gently.
You're okay. Come on. Careful, careful.
Come on.
Careful.
Come down.
You got it?
Come on.
Thanks.
This is what happens when she has nightmares, it seems.
There are those who connect with the beach during REM sleep, allowing a tremendous amount of chiralium to flow into their bodies.
Hey, is your wrist gonna be okay?
Yeah. We ran some blood and DNA tests on her. And checked her for signs of injury.
As far as we can tell from a medical perspective, her health is in perfect condition. But that doesn't make the crystalloid shell in which we found her any less troubling. Not to mention the tar-like fluid that came pouring out of it. We're still analyzing both. And there's more.
You mean those suckers?
Indeed. But that's not what I'd call them. Much closer to a chiral rash, I would say. You know how chiral allergies can sometimes trigger goosebumps? It's like that, except a fair bit worse. The tar-like secretions can accelerate the passage of time on contact, it seems.
We suspect she has dooms too.
And that when she's levitating, she's experiencing the nightmares common amongst sufferers.
That space or realm she left behind to come here. The fellow we saw called it Nirvana, I believe. But to me, it looked like the land of the dead.
Even so, she's a living human being. And I believe that she was born in that place. After things settled down, I spoke with her for a little. Or tried to. She was still in shock, which made it harder to communicate.
Did she tell you her name?
It doesn't seem like she has one. As far as I could tell. So, I named her myself. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, huh?
Sam, it's Charlie. We've recently received a report of brigands engaging in suspicious activity to the west. I'm sure you'd like to push on, but I don't think we can afford to ignore this. Please access the DHB Magellan's delivery terminal to undertake this main order.
Beat the shit out of brigands. That's my speciality. Let's do it. No. I'm not talking to you, doll man. I've learned my lesson. Have a good time, Mel.
Before I forget, Sam, it seems you left some cargo behind outside the Northern Environmental Observatory, where the tar bubbled up before we were whisked away to the other side. You remember all that excitement, yes? Anyway, Tarman was kind enough to collect your cargo for us. It's been placed in your private locker aboard the DHV Magellan.
Sam, we've received an urgent request from the Northern Environmental Observatory. Brigands to the west of the facility have got their hands on a large stockpile of weapons and have taken it back to their base. This happened shortly after the recent tarfall abated. The surrounding area was littered with a massive quantity of cargo that had been washed up by the tar. The brigands wasted no time gathering up everything they could and hauling it back to their encampment. This included weapons and gear unlike any we've seen before. And now we've begun observing new brigand units in the field. These ones are wearing red, reinforced armor, accented with luminescent light strips. As their unique appearance suggests, they're more resistant to damage. Melee and electrical attacks are especially ineffective against them. These units have clearly been outfitted for close quarters combat, and their sudden deployment is troubling to say the least. Their presence likely indicates that the brigands are gearing up for a raid of some sort. And if we ignore this development, the brigands could use their new toys to attack the observatory, and there's no telling what might happen then. So we need to seize all of them before they have a chance to do so. Moreover, the latest data from the observatory strongly suggests an explosion of some sort occurred just beneath the Earth's surface not long ago. APAS analyzed the shockwave
and has concluded that it is consistent with the type produced by ground-penetrating ordnance. This leads us to believe that the cargo the brigands secured may have included powerful explosive material. Directly assaulting the brigands using firearms risks triggering these devices, and we cannot predict how that would affect the region. Any sort of catastrophic explosion may also have an adverse impact on the tar currents. It is therefore critical that you avoid combat and secure the cargo without alerting them if possible. I implore you to take on this main order, Sam. And soon.
Oh no. Oh no. Recover all weapon sets and burrowing bombs stolen by the brigands. Staff at the Northern Environmental Observatory have seen the brigands carrying weapons into their base to the west. The cache is said to include dangerous explosives. Retrieve all of the weapon sets and burrowing bombs from the brigands to keep the Northern Environmental Observatory safe. Ah, whoops. And Bulligan.
Commencing route creation.
Netta, are you taking shortcuts with your burrowing? I can't believe it. Oh, trank grenade launcher. Truly, there is no problem. Okay, that's all. Also, turns out my version of sneaking is just repeatedly breaking contact with them and sniping them. High voltage rod. Melee weapon with excellent reach carries high voltage electric current. Okay, so it's just a different kind of shock rod. Alright, one to go. That's all she wrote. Cargo is marked hazardous will explode if it takes a significant amount of damage in a single blow. Also explode if the cumulative amount of damage taken reaches a certain point. Gotcha. Burrowing bomb. Explosives found stranded on the tar to the north of the Northern Environmental Observatory. According to data gathered from the observatory, they are identical to the explosives that are recently detonated underground. It's not clear what would happen should they explode above ground. Do what you can to make sure that doesn't happen. Assault rifles and shotguns and stuff. Where's the last weapon set again? Ah. Also, it turns out that they must have, like... So they've got some sort of gun. on this one. Can I use it? Doesn't seem like I can.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Welcome back. All right.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Here we go, buddy. Careful with them.
Whoa, did you really go out and steal all that stuff from the brigands? Way to go, Sam. Let me get started on processing your haul. I can't find a single scratch on any of this stuff. You truly are one of a kind. You have accomplished so much, done things only you could have done. We want you to have this data as thanks.
Oh, nice. $80-meter bridges. My God, we can have bridges for days.
We've increased your allocation of materials. Our way of saying thanks.
Now display your current order grade.
The iPost data we just shared with you is great for making landmarks to prevent people from getting lost, even at night. And when you do place them, you'll find they're useful not only for getting your bearings, but also for creating routes that will facilitate travel for everyone. Aside from that, we've also made it so you can now use your PCC to fabricate bridges up to 80 meters in length. The rivers ahead of you are prone to flooding, so I imagine extra long bridges will be especially handy. Oh, and Sam, there's actually one other thing I wanted to talk about. Call it a little insight into the cargo you recovered on our behalf. It included a device I believe you guys have taken to calling a chiral jammer. These jammers are capable of disrupting the flow of local tar currents. In addition, you also recovered some explosives modded to be able to penetrate the ground and detonate within the tar. This would destabilize the currents over a large area. Needless to say, both these items could have been used to deliver an enormous blow to the chiral network. In other words, we've really dodged a bullet. But what I'd like to know is why this tech wound up in their hands in the first place. Can't chalk it up to pure chance. Honestly, it's almost like those brigands knew in advance that the tar was hiding cargo. We've got to consider the possibility that someone gave them a heads up. Food for thought on the road ahead.
Excellent work, Sam. You'll be happy to hear that Tomorrow's regained consciousness. Once you're back on board the DHV Magellan, you should see for yourself.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay. I think we'll go ahead and finish it there. But when we come back on Thursday, we will find out just who tomorrow. What will tomorrow bring? I took me a second to do that. I got it in the beginning. Alright. Oh, thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much to Netta for the gift sub, Nyx for the gift sub, or sorry, Nyx for the subscription. Thank you all so much for tuning in. So I did say that we were doing we weren't doing Death Stranding until Thursday, and that's because if we look at the schedule, oh my god, a stream at the regular time, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time / 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time tomorrow. We're going to be playing Upwards Rain, a short VN puzzle game by Studio Elan. I have been offered a pre-release Steam key, and we're going to check it out. It looks very cute. It's about post office workers who are birds and also girls. So, very excited to give that a try. But for now, let's go ahead and see who we can send you off to. We have quite a few options for us ahead of here. Excuse me. Couple different choices. Couple different choices for us here. I think it has been a hot moment since I said hello to Aralea, so let's go and do that. He's playing, I think, a Mario 64 ROM hack that looks like it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and say hello to her. Alright, thank you all so much for tuning in. Yeah, I'll see you back here tomorrow for Upwards Rain. Until then, have a good night. Raid message, of course. You can unlock these emotes as always with your channel points if you're not subscribed. Otherwise, feel free to say stroke raid or something. Just let our raid target know that you're being supported. Okay, that's all from me. Until tomorrow. Bye-bye.